Hey guys, it's Dom here, and today we have a vicious slash requested deck, which is all about control, and has quite a few ways of buffing its own units to try and keep the ones which are doing the damage out a bit longer, and let me show you how it works. Right, okay, so they're going first, meaning our Lamp Djinn is pretty much irrelevant. And we have quite a nice hand here, actually. So, we're going to want to take this round, so we can do a kind of cheeky Siri combo round 2. So, we're going to get rid of probably the Field Medic, and either Kudwini Sergeant or Cintrian Knight. I've given this a few test games, and it works quite well when I realise what cards do. I have had a few misplays in those previous games, but I feel good about this one. So, I think if we put down Kudwini Revenant now, because it's got order for its destruction ability, it means that we can just leave it on the field for now, and when the opportunity arises, we can destroy something, and if they want to get rid of this, we can kind of see how much removal their deck has by how they react to it. However, I have a big feeling this is going to be one of those decks which kind of has its own little combos, keeps on doing its own moves, and just hopes the opponent doesn't kind of control them. So we've got a really good matchup here, but this is all just theory and speculation. Okay, we're not going to be using Drought anytime soon, just because we want to save that for the later rounds. Or whatever it's called now. But if I use Kudwini Sergeant, that means I can just buff my units, have a bit of a stronger side of the field, as I've not really got anything that I can directly kill at the moment, and they've just passed. Interesting. I now need to choose something that I don't want anymore. I need Karafi Heatwave. I'm used to it being called Drought, to be honest, because it's been a while since I played a lot of those cards. I'm in a position where I think Kira or Black Raider's just going to have to go. I think Black Raider's going to be the one that takes it, to be honest. I mean, I've not seen much like locking or removal. We'll just do an extra bit of damage in case I'm being really stupid and forget something. Okay, so we've taken the first round. Now, the second one's all about setting up for the third round. So, we want to play Siri, very clearly. If we draw Vandergrift, whatever his name is, that guy, we'll play him. And Ronvid as well, if we have the amount of expandable cards. So basically, we want to finish this round as soon as we are down to 6 cards in hand, with Siri on board. The reason for this is because we'll get Siri back, and then we'll draw 3 cards, so we'll be back to max cards. And hopefully, if we play our cards right, they should be behind us by then, especially with decks like Consume Death Wish, which take a few turns to kind of get ready and get going. So these bigger units might actually slow them down and cause them to have to play an extra card or 2, meaning we're going to go into the third round with an edge and advantage that hopefully I'll be able to show you. Yeah, they haven't really shown any big units yet, so if we slap down Siri now, we'll pass next turn, we can definitely make it to 10 cards. Because if they got to do, what, 9 in 1 card now? Or they'll be drawing or behind. And I don't think I can see that happening. I mean, that is, what, 6? Yeah, so if we pass, they'll only play like a bronze card probably just to take it, or something quite weak, but it's just... Oh no, they play Brewis. I mean, if they've got cards like Kairin and stuff like that, it probably doesn't really matter for them. A card like that, because it just works well having that played now for the later Crones. Right, okay, yeah, Vandergrift still has his shield, so yeah, we get rid of those 2 bronzes. I mean, I know Siri was probably a card that we want to put back in our deck, but she is a bit of a champ, so we can keep her for now. That is a nice Karafi Heatwave target, but I'm going to leave it on the board for now, just because, well, I don't know how they're going to, you know, play. I think Damn Sorceress is probably just a nice move. Put it on the front row, take away the shield, and then that means we can use Kira on those two. And, we'll, yeah, with that, we'll easily start and get a nice bit of vitality boosts. I mean, we're in no real rush to do this. So, I mean, I get it done instantly, actually. Then it means the removal cards, we can kind of save them for later. And I'm thinking we're going to have to get rid of the beast with our Vicious Slash next turn. Okay, so Detlef High Vampire here does give us a bit of a question, which is, do we Karafi Heatwave that instead so they can't keep on resummoning it? I mean, part of me thinks we don't really need to, so we'll just go with the beast and get rid of that. And we'll save our Karafi Heatwave, probably for our last move, just because then we can see what the biggest unit is on the board and get rid of it. Okay, so that's going to get us Philippa. So if we play Marta now, it just means that I won't forget it until like the last turn. Although we kind of want to play Philippa after the massive 8 armored beast is gone. Yeah, no, they're going to be consuming Detlef as much as they can. I don't. It doesn't really matter what we play at the moment, as long as it's nothing too removally, I guess. Just because there's nothing on the board that we need to get rid of at the moment. So, I mean, some of the issues we got is like Falibor, for instance. He's used by, well, killing units and then keep on killing more and more, so you can get more power out of him. And if we're not going to get that off, he's not really worth using too much. And obviously the Draug in hand, when it makes all the Kudwani Revenants, we want to make sure that we can do enough damage when they're on the board. So we're also going to make sure that we spread our boosts out fairly evenly among each row, just so if Geralt Eden comes down, we haven't got as much to fear. Just it's mostly our front row at the moment, which we need to worry about. Okay, Weavis is fine. They probably got the last Crone in hand. Maybe the K-Run. Just cards like that. Maybe a Barbagazi. Or I don't think they'd have the, what's it? It's the gold monsters card, which whenever it dies, it comes back the next turn. It's like Detlef with 1 power less. I have a feeling if they had that, they would have played it earlier, so it's probably in their deck. Completely forgot that they just consumed a Redanian unit there. Or, I say consumed, destroyed. So, if we just hit like Whispus or something, it then means that we can use Falibor. Although I guess it doesn't really matter, just because, yeah, there's no 2 target. Well, it's only missing 1 extra damage. I'm not too fast. Now, here's what I like to call a pro gamer move. What we're going to do is we're going to use Philippa Eilhart on their bridge troll. And they're going to be like, oh, why'd you do that? You just boosted our biggest unit. Well, we've got Karafi Heatwave in hand. And it now means that we've got an even clearer target to use it on. And I think Ciri is a Witcher, so it doesn't matter. Why did he use that on my... Okay, sure. I'm going to have to prove that I'll dominate him anyway, I guess. Could he use that on like one of his crones, maybe? Oh, okay. Oh, and we've got exactly 35. Okay, nice. So, I mean, they're only 5 points ahead. We can easily just swamp them. I'll just quickly show how much we can beat them by, so that misplay doesn't seem to... Oh, well, it was them making one misplay which led to the win. There we go. 59 to 36. Right, that's going to end the video. If you guys have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.